Welcome back to another episode of the Suffer Up Podcast with Nate and Ryan. We are here in the shop and we're both bundled up because we're cold.
It's like below 60 in Florida.
Yeah, it's below 60, but for some reason your shop is just, it's cold in the winter and hot in the summer.
Yeah, I think it's humidity.
Yeah, the humidity. We have a joke at work about the garage door remotes don't like to work sometimes. And I would pull into the station one day and it was really foggy and it wouldn't work. And I was getting blamed that I didn't know how to push a button. And I said, it's the humidity. The humidity is affecting the reception.
Can't see the receiver through the fog.
Yeah, the fog is what's causing the disturbance in the connection.
It's possible.
Yeah. And I mean, I think there's something to it, but
yeah,
they think I'm just dumb, but whatever.
Maybe.
That's a serious possibility. We are Suffer Up, where our mission is to encourage and lead others to suffer with a purpose, striving to level up in life with an emphasis on spiritual, mental, and physical well-being. This is Nate and Ryan. We're thankful that you tuned in with us today. Before we get started, we want to give a very quick shout out to our sponsors. One sponsor that's been with us since the beginning, Soft Socks. They make a compression fitting toe sock for your feet. They are veteran owned here in the USA. We love them and we wear them on our long running and walking journeys. Ryan actually has them on today in his OG Converse style shoes. So he's classic today. But yeah, so if you would like to try a pair of those, we have a discount code for you, Suffer10, Suffer10 at checkout to receive 10% off. For those who have also helped and supported the channel, we just want to thank you guys for all your love and support, especially with this upcoming Punch Out Ultra that we have going on February 21st, 2026. And so follow along with that. You can get into our link tree and click on it, and they will have the description of the race there, as well as the Facebook group and the Ultra sign up link to get on there and do it with us. So without further ado, we'll jump into today's episode. This is Ryan's picked topic today. So Ryan, would you like to give an introduction on the contents for today?
Man. We'll kick it off. So this topic is networking / being a connector. This stems off of a lesson that I learned in the Navy. I didn't learn it as early as I wish I would have, but when I did learn it, I started looking at things a lot differently and applying myself in situations differently. A really, really good friend of mine was very, very good at what I would call networking, which I didn't really think was a big deal in the military because it's like, I'm not trying to build like business relationships with anybody. I've got nothing to sell. I've got nothing to offer to people. I'm just here to do my job.
Yeah.
Which when I mentioned this to you, you kind of had the same response of like, I don't really do that. That's not my thing. I don't really know what to say about that because you just do a job. Air quotes there, just do a job. The thing is that everybody who just does a job is still in networking. They just don't realize it because everybody has something to offer. So, like I said, my thoughts were, I'm not selling anything or buying anything from anyone. I just go to work, do my thing, collect a paycheck. Well, yes and no. Every job is going to have problems and issues that arise that need to be solved. And you're not going to be able to solve all the problems yourself. You can't fix everything. But if you know somebody who can, whether they be inside your unit or department or whatever, or outside, if you know somebody that can, you can still kind of be the hero and get the problem solved or connect people with those people to get the problem solved. So something that I wrote down here was, even if you can't solve a problem, excuse me, even if you can't solve a problem, if you know someone who can, then you're valuable. So why would your organization want to keep you around? Yes, you do your job good, but you can make yourself a little more valuable by being that connector and connecting people with others that can do more than you. So if you're not an IT guy, you don't know how to fix the computer, but you've got a friend who is, and you can call him and be like, hey, I need you to talk to my boss here about fixing his computer. And then he solves that problem. Your boss is always going to remember you as like, dude, Nate, you helped me get my computer fixed.
Yeah.
Sure, you weren't the one that did it, but you helped.
Yeah.
Because without you, he wouldn't have gotten to the other guy. So that whole mindset really changed, like I said, changed the way that I viewed my job and I started looking at like, what can I offer people when I'm meeting them? And what can I take from their conversation from them? Like when I put people's phone numbers in my phone, I tend to put like a note with it as to what is this person good at? What is their gift that I can share with somebody else? And I've realized that along the way, one of my gifts is being that connector.
Yeah.
Because I'm not super gifted in other stuff.
Yeah.
But I know a guy who's good in computers. I know a guy who does gutters. I know a guy who does XYZ. And whenever it comes up, I can connect you.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's valuable for both people.
Yeah. So essentially what you're saying is like, because when I hear the word networking, I think of like essentially like connecting people for some sort of monetary gain. But what you're describing is essentially logistics.
Yeah. I mean, the whole world revolves around logistics, and you say monetary, I say value.
Okay.
As a business owner, you have to create value in whatever marketplace you're in. Typically, as a business owner, your goal is to create value and get paid for it. But no matter what you're doing, if you're creating value, you're creating a positive response from your customer, your client. So if I go out to a customer's house to do a landscaping quote and I can solve some of their problems, but like they need gutters, like I said, and I don't do gutters, but I can give them a guy's phone number who I know is going to answer the phone, who I know is going to come out here and do a good job at a reasonable price. I added a ton of value to that customer, and they're going to remember me not just for my job that I do for them, if they even hire me, but they'll be like, oh, that guy connected me with the gutter guy and he's a good dude. Like that's a good guy running that company. Even if his price was too high for me or whatever, you can still leave a lasting positive impression on people, even if you're not the one receiving the monetary compensation. Right. And it can still lead to monetary compensation. You know, like you could get hired for the job because of that, or you could have deals worked out with some of the people that you're connected with, like the gutter guy, for instance. Like if you and him have a prior deal that every job you get him, he's going to pay you whatever commission off of it, then like, cool. Now it benefits you in that way, and your customer doesn't necessarily have to know, but it's a win-win-win all around. And when you stop looking at things as limited, I don't know, a lot of people have the scarcity mindset and like there's only a certain amount of money in the world. I've got to try and get my piece of it. When you stop looking at things like that and think like, no, there's plenty of money to go around. If I can help other people, they're going to help me. My customers are going to be happy. The people that I don't get as customers are still going to like me and maybe share my post on Facebook. They never hired me, but they follow me on Facebook now. And now they share my stuff. And, that reaches new people that can then be your customers. I'm a firm believer in you get what you give.
Yeah.
So if you're going to be a giver and give out other people's information that you trust and network with, then it's going to come back to you.
Yeah. Yeah, that is true. Yeah. Let's see, like you called me out on what I said, which is fine, but I'm like, I'm not much of a networker because like I'll just use me as a sounding board, but like,
yeah,
I don't necessarily like pursue the connections, but when you put it that way, I guess I know a ton of people that are good at other things. So essentially that is networking.
Yep.
But I'm also not as strong of a network. Like I'm not on LinkedIn. I mean, I am, but like, I'm not on it like all the time or seeking out those types of connections that way. You know what I mean? Where I'm like actively pursuing other things. But like if you say, oh, I need somebody to lay tile, like, oh, I do know a guy who does tile, you know?
Yeah, well, I guess that's why I wanted to talk about this with you and our listeners is to get people to understand two things. Number one, you probably are more of a networker than you think. Like you said, you do know a bunch of people that do various things. So you could connect them. And number two, that it just takes a little mindset shift to think about that when you meet someone new. And like I said, it feels kind of slimy to say, but you're not trying to exploit them and like, oh, what can I get from you? But it's like, what value does this person provide?
Yeah.
And how can I remember it, store it in my phone, whatever, so that when something comes up later on, I can pull this back up and remember, hey, this guy provides this. Or maybe you're talking with that guy and you're like, I know somebody that helps, that could help them. Like in your conversation with somebody that you just met, he says, I know I'm really looking for a new insurance agent. And you're like, I don't know any of those right now. But a month from now, you meet a good insurance agent and you're like, I know a guy who was looking for that.
Yeah.
So you can kind of put a note in your phone of like what their value is, what they provide, and what they're looking for.
Yeah, that's a good thought.
And with those two things, you can help them in two different ways.
Mm-hmm.
And if you thought about that with every person that you met, that you could help them in two different ways. You can give them something, and really both things are giving them something. You're going to either create the value for them by giving them a connection that they need, or give them value by sharing their information with someone else. How different would every relationship that you made be? Like how different would your life look? You're not just meeting people like, oh, I'm trying to remember this guy's name. No, it's like, how can I help this dude?
Yeah.
How can I help him grow his business or his life?
Yeah. And so bringing it back just a second, like you had mentioned, you're a big, like, as you give, you'll also receive.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember exactly how you worded it, but so like that's one way to look at it, from kind of more like a giving, like resourcing people. But then I had the thought of like, what do I have that I can offer other people, and am I valuable? Like, because like it's a two-way street. So then when I meet somebody, do they look at me and think like, this guy's good at what?
Yeah.
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 Like, that's great. Like to have all the connections to get, like, oh yeah, this guy I know can do this. Well, then am I being used as a resource for other things?
Surely you are. Yeah. And so most people have more than one value, of course.
Yeah, right.
And I'm not talking like your value as a human. Everybody has value as a human.
Oh, of course, yeah.
But like, what value can you add to other people's lives other than just being a warm body?
Yeah.
And most people have multiple, like, for instance, I would bet money that you have had people call you before and ask you medical advice on something.
Yeah.
Maybe they shouldn't, but
Yeah.
if they think their kid broke their finger or something. Well, I mean,
maybe they shouldn't.
I mean, maybe you have people call and be like, oh man, I'm having trouble breathing. And you're like, dude, call 911. Don't call me.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it may have been something more serious and they're calling you and you're like, don't call me, call someone else.
Yeah.
Call a doctor.
It's a washed up ditch doctor.
Yeah.
I am.
Yeah. But you also have probably had had people like, hey, I think my finger's broken. Can I send you a picture and you tell me what you think?
Yeah.
Okay. There's some value. I know for a fact you've had people call you or message you and ask for advice starting running or starting in fitness.
That's true.
There's probably a bunch of other things.
Yeah.
So there's a ton of value that every person provides.
Mm-hmm.
And the more that you get to know somebody when you're first meeting them or networking with them, the more that you kind of pull back that curtain and get to see all the different ways that they're valuable.
Yeah.
One of the things that I think everybody could be valuable at is being that connector.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a matter of applying it.
I see.
So if in your conversation with meeting someone new, you're like, so what's something that you're struggling with recently? Yeah. You ask that provoking question and they give it to you. Maybe you can fix it. Maybe you can't. And if you can't, that's your chance to go, oh, I know somebody who might be able to help you there. Or let me reach out to a guy I know and see if he knows. He's kind of in that field.
So essentially you could be good at absolutely nothing, but have friends that do good at everything, that do well at everything.
Yeah.
And then be an asset to a company or something else.
Yeah. You're the permanent middleman. And sure, there's ways to monetize that and be like consulting of some sort. But that's not really what I'm talking about. I'm just talking about creating value in society, like being a good person.
Yeah.
And yes, I have written down here, even if you can't solve a problem, if you know someone who can, then you're valuable.
Yeah.
And yes, you could literally solve 0 problems. But if you know somebody who can solve all of them,
providing a solution,
you're a hero.
Yeah. That's interesting.
It is much easier to network when you think of it that way instead of like, I'm trying to meet people to sell my services to.
Yeah.
Or to actually help.
Right.
Like if all you were ever looking for was to find new people to teach how to run a 5K.
Yeah.
You're going to have a really hard time with that.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to have a hard time because you're missing the bigger picture.
Yeah.
It's about so much more than that. And every networking event you go to, there will be somebody like that. That's like
Yeah.
just there to sell their one thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's all they know. That's all they care about. They just want to talk about that. And you're like, nah,
Yeah.
I don't like this guy.
Right. Yeah.
But then there will be a handful or more of other people that are like, so what do you do? And like actually want to get to know you and know what you're going through, know some of your struggles, know what you're looking for, what you need.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, let me give you this guy's phone number. He can help you out.
Yeah.
And those are the people that I want to be around. Those are the people that I want to be like.
I see. Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
I never really thought of networking that way. I just thought of more of it like you ask somebody what they do for a living, like, well, I'm in networking and consulting. And I'm like, okay. So like you get paid to know people. I mean,
And they may.
yeah.
They may have made a career and business out of that.
Yeah.
And kudos to them.
Yeah.
I think that those people are needed. When you apply for, or when you want insurance, a lot of people don't go straight to an insurance company. They go through an insurance broker.
Yeah.
Same thing with real estate brokers. All these brokers is that
Yeah, that's true.
they're just playing the middleman. They know enough of the process to like streamline it. They'll do some of the work to make it easier
Yeah.
as added value. Like, oh, look, the realtor doesn't have to do this. I do this. And the customer doesn't have to do this. I do this. So they're taking on a little bit of the workload, but
Mhm.
more importantly, they're just connecting you with, here's the customer, here's the house, here's the realtor. I'm the guy touching everything,
I guess
being the middleman.
the realtor is essentially a massive networker because
Oh yeah,
they need
realtors
help
are the
done.
biggest networkers.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good thought.
Yeah, they are the biggest, especially, just like all the home services stuff. Realtors are connected with all of them
Interesting.
because surely
Yeah,
a
it
house
makes
that you're
sense.
selling is going to need 100 things.
Yeah, true. That's a good point. So then I guess we're doing it with Suffer Up.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny because I'm the student, right? Like I'm 100% like, so now what, Ryan?
Yeah. So I would say this: the next time that you meet somebody new,
Yeah.
or that you're reaching out to somebody because you want to connect with them for whatever purpose, whether it be because you think you can gain something from it, or if you're just like, this seems like a cool person, I want to connect with them. That's what I do on LinkedIn a lot,
Mhm.
and that's how we found some of our guests that we're going to have on the podcast.
Yeah.
It's just like, this guy says cool stuff that I agree with, that aligns with our mission.
Yeah.
I want to reach out to them and get to know them more. But the next time that you meet somebody in that aspect, or just out of the blue, I would say, remember to be curious, more curious than you are talkative. Be a better listener than a talker.
That's fair.
So ask them questions, ask thought-provoking, good questions like, what are some things that you've struggled with recently?
Mhm.
Or what are you looking to do in the next 6 months that you're kind of unsure of, that you might need help with? That's a great one, because
Yeah.
that gets them talking about their goals. That gets them talking about what they need help with. And maybe you can fill some of those gaps. Maybe not.
Yeah.
Maybe you know somebody who can.
Interesting. Okay. And I mean, we've hit some home runs for guests.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
We got some great guests on here.
I was like, when we found out that we were going to have Katie Spots on here, I was like, dude, have you looked her up? She's on Joe Rogan.
I didn't realize she was on here.
Yeah. And that was just like a,
And Gina
networking.
being a FBI, what was she, like, not even a supervisor, a director of
Yeah.
a branch of the FBI.
right. And
It's,
then
Incredible.
a couple weeks ago, whenever this episode drops, Michael, the
Our Green
Beret.
Beret
Yeah.
friend.
Purple Heart, Silver Star, and all that's networking. And now we're connected with their business model, and
Yeah.
maybe it'd be a help to somebody.
Exactly. And so, like, I can't provide monetary value to these people. We can maybe provide them a little bit of value with the podcast,
Yeah.
but our mission aligns with their mission. So they see that as a win.
Yeah.
They see the possibility of future business for them as a win. And I see the possibility of future relationship stuff with them as a huge win for us.
Yeah.
If we ever need something in one of those spaces or have questions about certain things, like, we are building an extensive network of awesome people
Yeah.
that we can reach out to and ask for help.
Yeah. That's true. And for April will be 1 year
Yep.
for us. Coming up on a year of the podcast.
It's pretty awesome, man.
I think it's pretty cool. Yeah. So essentially we could, and I mean, that website that we started up, we put all the people who have like kind of been part of this journey with us.
Yep.
That's a form of networking.
Absolutely.
So
Those are our trusted partner.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
100%.
Well, take my ignorance of what the word networking means and think like, I'm not a networker. I'm just a fireman. But
Right.
at the end of the day, I guess, we all kind of do it to some degree.
Yeah.
But I just hope that, that's why I brought up the whole receiving end thing, because I just hope that people can look at us, we, me, you, as like you provide a service.
Yeah.
Landscaping with Wildflower.
Mm-hmm.
Wildflower Innovations. If you're in the Pensacola area, check out Wildflower.
Thanks for the plug.
There you go. I'll say the plug because it'd be weird for you to plug your own business. So I'm networking. If you need some hardscapes put in, pavers, all that kind of stuff, Ryan will hook you up.
Yep.
If you need new flower beds and want your house to look all beautified for spring because it's coming up, Ryan's your guy.
Yep.
But anyway, I was going somewhere with that. Yeah.
Well, before you go on, you reminded me of something. Like we have a good list of services that we provide, and when I go out to a customer and they're asking what we do, I give them a quick run through. But I always end it with, and if I don't do it, I most likely know somebody who does.
Yeah.
So I try and show that value up front with all my customers that like, no matter what you need around your house, inside or out, if I don't provide the service, I probably know somebody who does, and I can recommend you with somebody good that's going to answer the phone and show up.
Right.
And that to me is great customer service. It builds trust with the customer, and it just makes you seem like you know what you're doing, because they're like, well, this guy doesn't do this, but he knows somebody who does. Like, he came prepared.
Well, that too. And think about, you're digging out for a French drain and you hit a water line.
Yeah.
That's when networking really comes in handy.
I got a bro in my back pocket.
Yeah. Instead of like having to actually call the water company, you clamp the line and you say, hey, Johnny.
Yeah.
You got a second?
Oh, man. I've called in a couple of favors over the years.
Yeah. So I guess
and I've been the favor a couple of times.
Yeah.
And I love being that for people. It's like, sometimes I can go out there and fix something for somebody real quick and as a like IOU kind of deal.
Yeah.
And sometimes it costs somebody, everything has a cost associated with it.
Yeah.
If I got to load up 3 machines and haul them an hour away to go fix something, yeah, they're going to pay for it. But like, people can count on you and know that, and they know that if they need something, you've got their back. And likewise, it works the other way too.
Yeah,
They've got your back. And the job that I'm doing today actually is for a friend. And he called me yesterday and he's like, man, I had somebody else that was supposed to do this, but they called and said they can't get to it for like a week or two. And he's like, I'm on a time crunch. I need this done.
Yeah.
And I was like, I can squeeze you in.
Yeah. Cool.
I got you.
That's awesome.
Like, he's going to pay, but he called me because he knew I would do it for him.
Yeah.
And he has come out and helped me before.
Yeah.
When I needed something, he actually fixed something for me like a month or two back. I had broken a piece off of something and he was like, I'm in the area. I'll swing by and fix it.
Yeah.
I was like, you're the man. Thank you.
That's cool. Yeah.
So yeah, networking is way more than just like, how can I make money off of this person?
Yeah.
Or, what are they going to try and sell me?
Mm-hmm.
If you're talking with somebody and you get that vibe of like, they're just trying to sell you something the whole time, try and end the conversation quickly and move on.
Yeah, that's true.
Because
yeah,
they're probably trying to sell you something, and that's not the kind of person that you want to network with.
Right.
Because if you tell a customer about that person, I don't know, it's just, they're going to treat everybody the way that they're treating you. Assume that.
Yeah.
Assume that you're no different than Joe Schmo, someone else, that they're going to treat you the same way. So I would say everyone is in networking. They just don't recognize it or use it properly.
Mm-hmm.
And that starts with being a better listener than you are a talker.
Yeah.
Use your talking to prod with good questions.
That's good. I like that.
Yeah.
Cool. So with all that in mind, we're going to try to continue to network here with Suffer Up. So if you have something of value that you could bring to our listeners,
yeah,
please reach out to us. Or if you know somebody that would be a good candidate for the podcast, to come on here. And we've told some of our other people that we've had on here, like John with Vet Cola. And I kind of like it. I kind of actually thought of the idea. We've always had this idea, but I thought of articulating it this way. Like when we have a guest on, we want, if you're a new business owner or, you've been through a circumstance that you just want to share your story, that when you come in contact with somebody, you can just give them our card and say, listen to episode number, 45.
Yeah.
And that's my episode with the Suffer Up guys.
Yeah, you could even have a QR code on your card that takes them directly to that episode.
Yeah.
It's like a permanent audio business card.
It was kind of what we kind of came up with. So we're happy to facilitate an audio business card because
it has to align with our mission.
Yep.
And provide value to our listeners.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, it doesn't fit.
Yeah.
But
exactly.
I do love that concept. And that's the last piece of this is like always find something that aligns with your mission, your values.
Yeah.
We're not looking for just anyone. So like Nate said, if you're a business owner that aligns with our mission
mm-hmm.
and our values, then reach out to us. And as listeners, please reach out and let us know what you guys want.
Yeah.
If you're like, man, I really need some financial help. Like, can you guys get a financial guy on the podcast to answer some questions? Yeah. Reach out to us. Tell us what you want. We'll do, like if we get some feedback from somebody and says like, hey, we want a financial guy. Cool. We'll make a post on Facebook saying, drop some questions here for us to ask our financial guest coming up.
Yeah.
And you guys can submit listener questions and we'll ask them.
Yeah.
We'll get the answers that you guys want.
Right.
This is for you, not just for us.
Yeah.
This is for us too. Like we get tons of benefit from this, just as individuals, being a part of something that's growing and growing ourselves.
Yeah.
But we want to grow the community and you guys too. So let us know.
Yeah. No, that's good. I like that. So yeah, I'm going to do a better job at trying to be intentional about networking as a whole. So I really like that. Thanks for challenging me with that today.
Yeah. It's one more thing to add to your wheel to get better at.
My wheel, yeah. If you haven't, I don't know where this episode's going to drop, but that episode will be, we talk about the wheel of priorities, I guess you could call it.
Yeah.
How you prioritize different areas of your life to be better. Anyway, that'll be coming out, if not before, after this one. So stay tuned for that. But anyway, yeah, network, guys. Be good at connecting people with people, because people matter. And, our mission here is to encourage and lead others to suffer with a purpose and to level up in life with an emphasis on spiritual, mental, and physical well-being. We have people in all those categories.
Yeah. It's not about you. Don't be selfish. Help others level up along the way.
That's it. Others before self. And, that's good stuff, man. Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Suffer Up Podcast with Nate and Ryan. Again, hit our link tree. Check us out. Give us a like, follow, subscribe to all of the happenings here at Suffer Up. And stay tuned for more. We not only have the race coming up, but we also have big plans in 2026 to do other things as well. Stay tuned for that. If we can help you guys in any way, please reach out to us, whether it be Instagram, Facebook, email. If you know us personally, hit us up, shoot us a text, give us a call. Anyway, please let us know. We want to hear from you guys. Stay tuned for more. Hope you guys have an awesome week. We love y'all. And as always,
suffer up.